In this clip, Curtis talks about leveraging his team to be more efficient with his time.
There's people that like residential and they try and collect as many homes as they can long term. It's easier to get loans in residential.
Sure.
You know, it really is. But it was too much time.
Yeah.
I was spending, my phone was ringing all day long. Then I started flipping homes. That you didn't have to deal with tenants, you had to deal with contractors.
Yeah, you're babysitting.
And honestly, they weren't great in the residential space. And so I said, okay, well, I want to get more scale. And instead of making 100 grand on a flip, how do I make $1 million? But I didn't have enough money to make that $1 million. Mm-hmm. Well, I started figuring out you build a team of experts, and now you're doing deals that are, $1 to $2 to $3 million in profit, but you have to divvy it up. So I take a smaller piece of a bigger pie.
Exactly right.
And it's totally worth it because I actually work less now.
So, with Captain Capital, now you bring on investment. What does that process look like? Are there certain type of investors that you guys are typically looking for? Walk me through that.
Yeah. And so once you start bringing on people's money, you have a fiduciary responsibility. So you really got to take it serious,
Oh, yeah.
And we have expensive lawyers who are really good, not the cheap ones that maybe don't know the laws. So, you also have to underwrite the deal. Number one, you got to know what you're doing. You have to limit risk. We limit risk by choosing the right brokers that have 20 years experience. Yeah. It's not us going, hey, come gamble with us. You can be as smart as you think you are, but you have to have the right team.
Yeah.
So we want to grow a big business. So we have the right attorneys that really know what they're doing, where they may say, no, you shouldn't do that. That's a gray area. Where another attorney goes, it's a gray area, go ahead. I would rather just not do any gray area.
Well, and be conservative. You said, if you're conservative at every aspect of it, then you can feel comfortable. You can go to sleep at night knowing that what you're doing, realistically is not in the wrong.
Yeah, and it's like my parents are in my deals. My family and friends are in my deals.
Yeah. You want to protect them.
So confident in them. Where literally we do a thing that I learned recently, and it's you can move some of your 401k money to a self-directed IRA.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can control that. Literally, you can pick what real estate investment that you want to put your own 401k into. It's the biggest hack I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
I'm actually coming out with a free ebook so that people know about this, right? And you can grow wealth in there tax-free. You have to have a custodian. It doesn't like your 401k, you don't have to withdraw it. It doesn't come to your bank account and then you wire it out. It goes to a mediary custodian, and then they double check all the documents to make sure it's legal, and the money comes out from them.
Amazing.
And for us, we're averaging like on the low projections, like 20% a year or more.
Wow.
And when I was doing stock market, it was like, 6 to 8% is pretty average. It's inflated right now because of COVID.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They're not realistic returns. Stock market's been up 20% year over year for 5 years. And people are like, it's crazy. It's dropping right now. Nah, it's resetting.
Yeah.
It's,
Use 2019 as your baseline, and then where it's gone from there, and then still look and confirm you're over from where it was in 2019.
Yeah. And
because COVID was like in the real estate market, it was just a wild ride.
It was. And there's a lot of people that made money that didn't know what they're doing during those times.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Good for them getting lucky. But to run a real business and put people that you know or don't know, their money on the line, their retirement money, like you better know what you're doing. And you better assemble the right team, and it better be legal.